Last week's cover story on Newsweek magazine showed a huge burger, and splashed across the photo was a warning label. The headline was "Toxic Food." The story included a great photo reminiscent of Morgan Spurlock's Super Size Me movie poster that showed a partial face that was stuffed with a burger surrounded or engulfed with French fries. Powerful images all, meant to shock the reader into changing our diets. The cover story sets the stage in its opening paragraph. Being severely overweight has never been so dangerous. During COVID-19 epidemic, Americans who are obese without any other risk factors were hospitalized at 3 times the rate of those who weren't, by some estimates. When combined with other diet-related health conditions, including cardiovascular disease and diabetes, obesity raises the risk of hospitalization 6-fold and the risk of death 12-fold. Wow, enough to scare all of us. The discussion is mainly about the evils of overprocessed food, which, as reported in Newsweek, accounts for 57% of calories that are consumed by Americans in 2017 and 2018, the last year surveyed. No doubt today, as a result of the pandemic, I would guesstimate that that percentage is even higher. Our friend Marion Nestle, professor emerita at New York University, is quoted as saying that we now have the accumulated evidence, particularly in the last 5 years, that people who eat more ultra-processed foods have higher risk of obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, depression, cancer, renal, and liver diseases. The studies have been overwhelming. There have been hundreds and hundreds of them. There's no doubt that this is not a good thing. It's a problem, she says. This is an important article that's a must-read for everyone in the food world. While some may disagree philosophically with the premise that Big Food is formulating their products on purpose to become addictive and loaded with sugars, salt, and fat, and other ingredients that may harm our health and well-being, the underlying truth is that we here in the U.S. have the cheapest food supply in the world. And much of that has to do with the recipes and formulations that companies have developed. As our consumers become more aware of what they eat and become more empowered to not only read labels but understand the implications of what they say, we're at the precipice of change. Do we take a deep breath and leap forward and change our food world for the better? Or do we just stay doomed to fall off that cliff? The choice is ours, and the food world must stand up for what is right. In the long view, the food companies that align with the values of our consumers, who want to eat those foods that can make our lives healthier, better, and longer, will be the ones who win.